This morning, we're going to be taking a look, like I said, at Petros or Petra. Over here on the board, you can see right here it says Petros or Petra. And petrol is not gasoline, even though that's what it's called. It's not gasoline, right? But the Petros just simply means a little rock, or maybe a pebble. And Petra means a great big huge rock or a boulder. What are you building your life on this morning? The Petros or the Petra? That's the question that we want to ask you this morning. And as I was looking at this and getting ready, I came across this story called The Art of Performance in a local magazine article here from E-Town. And Dr. Keith Wilson, he's the one that wrote this article. He's a psychotherapist here in E-Town, and it's called The Art of Performance, the best gift you'll never buy. And he's talking about giving this performance gift, and he talks about in the article of taking a little case, right, and putting a marshmallow in it, and then a jelly bean, and then a rock. And it's called a performance gift. And there's a story behind this performance gift that is really fascinating that I want to share with you this morning, because it is Christmas time. It is the time, to be giving gifts. But this combination of marshmallows, jelly beans, and rocks, it has a meaning behind it. There's more to it than meets the eye. Tim Corbin, who was a highly successful baseball coach, or is still at Vanderbilt University, used this combination, these three items, to illustrate a truth to all of his baseball players, right? And so David Price is a star pitcher at Vanderbilt. He's the #1 choice in the Major League Baseball draft in 2007, by the way. And he comes to Coach Corbin, and he's having trouble in his first year at Vanderbilt. And he says, "Coach, I need help. I don't feel like I'm achieving success. I don't feel like I'm being a solid performer." And so Coach Corbin takes out the marshmallow and the jelly beans and the rocks, and he sets them on fire. And he gives this illustration to David Price and says, "Man, you need to be like a rock. You need to be like a rock." And after Corbin did this marshmallow melting illustration for him, the article says that it changed David Price. From that point on, he became a rock under pressure. And listen to this. The time came in the American League Championship Series, September 2008. Price had pitched only 8 Major League games in his whole life, and after being called up just in September. And he had only a little Major League experience. He was asked to come into a Championship Series games with the bases loaded in the 8th inning. And in the 8th inning, with the bases loaded, he struck out J.D. Drew to end the 8th inning. He went on to to pitch several more strikeouts in the 9th inning too, and to win the victory for the Devil Rays. And so in only 9 Major League appearances, he performed like a rock under pressure. And the Performance Foundation, it's not something that's created overnight. He worked on it at Vanderbilt, and I bet he's glad that he had Coach Corbin show him this performance gift, that he was glad that was the best gift that he ever got, right? Was to understand how to perform. But you know what? We need to understand something this morning. All of us need to understand that David Price represents the idea of human ability, human gifts, human talents, self-reliance. You know what? It's one thing to perform on the baseball field and to have those gifts and abilities and to rely on your talents. But you know what? In life, it's a different thing. In life, we need to ask ourselves, am I building on my own rock or my own abilities? Or what am I building my life on? Am I building it on Petros, or am I building it on Petra? And maybe